I'll be a little woman who make a big difference. Welcome to the men's game. You have to be very fearless, so you have to be very strong. You are the first Thai, first female, first homegrown that becomes CCO of Citibank Thailand. For motive that drive me here, I just want to make my mom proud. It sounds very plain vanilla answer, but this is the biggest motive in my life. Let me give you a little bit of background. I'm the only child in my family, and I've been raised by a single mom. We're not from wealthy family. We don't have family business. So having said that, as a single child, the only child in the family, I need to develop can-do attitude. I have to be very positive. I have to be very resilient. Otherwise, every time when I fall, there's no big or thick cushion to support my life. So I have to be very strong. My mom has been devoting herself to me. And most of all, she spent her last drop of her savings on my education. So that's very important to me. When I joined Citibank in 1996 as management associate, I made a vow to myself, one day, I'll make her proud. I'll make her know that I'm the most valuable investment that she ever made. So that's why I'm here. When you travel along this career journey, you may have many inspiration in your life. When I became markets head, global markets head, I have to look after sales and trading and also equity business for Citicorp Securities and Citibank. At that time, I was the first female in ASEAN who became markets head. And at that time, there's one warm greeting, I have to say, very warm greeting, because my colleagues congratulate me and mentioned, welcome to the men's game. Welcome to the firing zone. I was very surprised when I heard that kind of message, but no pressure. I don't feel any pressure because these are really warm messages. They have a very good intention. But that such statement triggered me and drive me here that, oh yes, the fun is coming, right? So many challenges that have been taken along my career during that time. And the latest one, last year, that I became country head of Citibank Thailand. On the announcement date, there has been many emails flowing in, right, from colleagues around the world. And there's one from female colleague who's not my acquaintance at all. I don't know her. She emailed me and said, congratulations, you are the first Thai, first female, first homegrown that becomes CCO of Citibank Thailand. You just broke the glass ceiling and you opened the door for others to come in. Congratulations, good forth. That's really touched my heart. And I think, yes, I'll make it right, I'll make it great, and I will open the door for others to come in. That no such male-oriented job that can deter you or derail you from your belief that you can. The path is crystal clear to me. I'll be a little woman who make a big difference. When I say big difference, it's not just only for myself, not just only for my mom, but for others and the country. Citibank is a global bank. We have presence in 95 countries, out of 195 countries in the world. So that means a lot. Imagine you in this seat. You're wearing this hat. You can do much, much more for others, for corporates around the world who interested to invest in Thailand, and also corporates in Thailand who would like to tap global consumption. In Thailand, we have 70 million, roughly, consumption power. But if local corporates endeavor to reach global demand, global consumption, you can imagine 1.8 billion, 1.4 billion population in India, in China, right? So Citibank can be a very solid bridge, local to global and global to local. And more to that, for local corporates who want to operate in South Africa, we're there. And for those who want to do merger acquisition, for example, in India, we can help you clearing complexity of the local regulation. And imagine if you have companies and cash flow sitting in Nigeria, in Egypt, or even Pakistan. Those are cash-strapped countries. We have solution for you. So that's beyond our local, but it's global, that we offer Citi Power to you. And beyond corporates and institutions, we can do much more for the country. You can imagine the past decade, international investor hasn't seen Thailand on international stage. But with this hat, with this seat, and with Citi Full global power, we can help to put Thailand back into international arena. If you recall, Thailand has nickname, Detroit of Asia, Kitchen of the World, Land of Smile and Hospitality. That's the strength of Thailand that we should announce to the world. Come, visit us, invest in Thailand. We will show you our strength. When I'm hearing the words generation, is it about age gap? Is it about culture change? Is it about technology advancement? What is it? What if you're 50 or 60 years old, but you are a programmer? You know how to program. You know how to be, YouTuber. Would you call that person old generation, young generation? What is the gap? So to me, when I think about generation, it means diversity to me. Imagine people living in the same pots. Within the small little pots, has their own diverse perspective, has their own culture, has their own background, full of mixture of people. So those are diversity in the same pot. That meant generation to me. For me, along my career journey, I believe in constant change. I believe in learning is relentless. It's endless. So as long as we keep understand each other, we learn how to coexist. We embrace diversity. That would drive this coexistence of diversity in the society. And we can move our career together. How people can stand out in this current generation or diversity. Embracing diversity or inclusion may not be enough. Because when you embrace, you just develop the belonging. You belong to the group. But that's a good start. If you don't even buy in what's going on in the world, you are the outlier. But by embracing, you in. You develop that belongingness. But to stand out, you have to create the inclusion. You have to create the bespoke, the things that people never done. You have to be very fearless to innovate. So that's how we can survive and stand out in this generation diversity. Do you love Marvel?
Yeah.
When I think of superpower, it means special abilities to me. Either you do teleporting, you're flying, or you have the ability to read people's mind. That's called superpower, but it depends on how you use it. To me, my beloved superhero is Tony Stark. If you notice, I don't mention Iron Man, but I love Tony Stark. because he's self-made superhero. He doesn't born with that teleporting skill, but his brain power is the special abilities that he has. Of course, beyond very charismatic, billionaire, but the point is his brain power, he can make things impossible possible. If he wants to fly, he can invent it. He's a very talented inventor. So when Tony Stark out of that armor suit, you can see a human being that never fear to invent something new, that never announce to the world that, oh, I'm a leader, I'm very good, I'm the best. No. He just let the situation flows and he make a decision at that time. He's the one I would call sort of you-know-who is the leader. Tony Stark knows when to lead, when to follow, and especially one scene, he sacrificed himself for people to come back to life, even though that power can kill him. So he knows when to lead, when to follow, and when to sacrifice. That's what I love about his abilities. Let me share some personal tips then. I have 3 tips that I use along my career journey. Number 1, comfort zone is the worst enemy of your success. Imagine we sit on this couch, yeah? We feel very comfortable. We don't even want to get up because it's so comfortable. Why we need to get up? Even though you know that the better things is waiting for you right there. You don't want to get up because it's so comfort, right? It's so comfortable. That's the enemy to your success. Number 2, be positive. All my team knows that I always speak about be positive. Every day may not be your best day. Every day may not be your happiest day because it's impossible to have every single bit of seconds happy. But remember, every day you will have a quick moment of your time happy. That's enough. So when I compare be positive, it's like if you're negative, it's like you run a flat tire. You cannot go anywhere at all. So that's the second tip. The third one is be resilient and be kind. Resilient, I mentioned earlier about my life. When you fail, you have to get up fast. You have to stand tall and you have to deal with it. Don't try to rely on others. You have to stand with your own knees and be kind. People won't remember how cool you look. People won't remember how gorgeous you look or your dress. People won't remember that, but people will remember how kind you are to them, how you treat them. That's people will remember you. So I leave you with these 3 tips. Hope it's helpful.